And today we are going to play around with the connection between your feet and how paying attention to the feet can draw awareness and possibly strength and stability all the way up into the core. Okay, so I mean, if you think about it, right, brain, the communication center of the brain is the spine is the brain, right? And then to reach out into the world from our central nervous system, right, we need to have awareness of the hands and the feet, right? And hands, usually pretty good, right? That's how we bring the world to us. And so we think about our hands, we look at our hands, we're dealing with our hands all day. Feet, we put them in shoes. We put them in what I call foot prison. and we reduce, like we wear we love cushy shoes, right? The ones that really kind of minimize how much we can feel the ground with our feet, right? And then we wonder why we have knee pain or hip pain or low back pain. And it's like our brain is desperately trying to connect with the feet so that we can connect our core, the muscles that hold us up and stabilize us and move us, all movement generates from the core. And we take that and we put like blinders on, you know? So it's really good. I very much dislike wearing shoes. And I have found that the blessing of the pandemic has been that I will spend whole days where I don't put shoes on, you know? And I'm watching my feet, like my pinky toe. I have wide feet, right? And so my pinky toes, like how many of us have pinky toes that are just damaged from years of wearing shoes, right? They're like curled in and under, right? And if you look at a newborn baby's feet, like the toes go straight out from the rays, the bones that you can see at the top of the feet, the toes just go straight out. If you look at yours, look at that angle of the pinky toe. And mine are starting to finally straighten out after years of, you know, and I've been wearing open-toed shoes for a very long time. So, but with this extra year of really never wearing shoes, like they're really getting straighter. It's very interesting. So anyway, actually let's start with that. So spend a moment looking at your feet. And you can flex your ankles, dorsiflex your ankles so that you can look at them, or you can plant them on the floor and look at them that way. And just kind of observe, you know, from the ankle, like look at what a feat of engineering. There's so many bones there. And look at the toes and notice the differences between the two feet. And notice also which toes appear to be best friends and which toes are having kind of a family disagreement. Right? It's kind of interesting, right? Like the toes aren't necessarily evenly spaced out. And they work for us every day, these feet. And then if your ankles are flexed, to look at them, plant your feet on the floor. See if you can start to connect with the big toe mound. So at the ball of the foot, at the base of the big toe. Can you push that into the floor? And then the pinky toe mound, can you kind of push that into the floor? Can you get both to feel like they're pushing into the floor? And you may have to like move your feet closer into you or something if your ankles are starting to get a little weird. But see if you can push the whole ball of your foot into the floor. Pinky toe side, big toe side. And then can you keep the ball of your foot pushing into the floor and kind of relax the toes? So that's 2 points of the triangle, of the tripod of your foot. And the other landmark that we'll pay attention to today is the heel. So can you create equal pressure? So sitting in this position, you're not standing, you'll feel a little bit like you have to gas pedal to get the ball of the foot to push into the floor, but can you get equal weight from the heel to the pinky toe mound to the big toe mound without gripping the toes? There you go. All right. And then extend your right leg up to the ceiling and put your strap around your right foot. And extend your left leg, and no need to super engage the left leg yet. You're just gonna take your strap and start to rub back and forth on your foot. And go from your heel as far up to the toes as you can. If you lose contact, you slide off the end of your heel. You know, maybe don't go that far. And just kind of bringing awareness to the bottom of your foot. And notice where you really feel the contact of the strap, and maybe where your foot, maybe you have some thick callousing on your foot. That's the part you use. So see if you can also feel through the callus. And the strap starts to get a little warm. Don't give yourself a rug burn. It's just maybe some nice warmth. You know, if you start to see smoke, slow down. And then eventually the strap rests kind of on the ball of your foot. All right, good. Now take both ends of the strap in your right hand and take your left hand to the place on your abdomen just below your belly button. Okay. And then really engage through the left leg. So push the back of the left knee towards the floor, feel the left quad turn on, and maybe you start to feel a little bit of engagement underneath your left hand in the belly. And then pull yourself into your stretch, your hamstring stretch, and then kick your right foot into the strap. And now you should really feel some stuff going on under your left hand. And you could move your left hand around too, because you know, like that, you know, there's many abdominals involved here. Okay, but squeeze the right leg, kicking into the strap. Feel the engagement. Feel where you feel it. And then pull the leg towards you like we do. So engaging at the right hip crease to slack the strap. And do you feel that somewhere else? Be active through the right foot. So as if you were pulling the right foot to overhead. Strong and straight through the right leg. Okay, good. And then release the effort. So feel the muscles relax a little bit under the left hand and pull yourself in for the stretch. Stay active through the legs though. So keep squeezing the quads, keep squeezing the knees straight. And then turn your right heel into the midline, right toes out to the right, and allow your right leg to open out to the right, but don't allow your left hip to lift. I have to move myself over. Okay, keeping your left hand on your belly, strong and straight through the left leg, squeeze the outer right hip muscles as if you could pull the outer edge of the right foot towards the floor. Feel those outer right hip muscles turn on. Okay, and then kick into the strap and feel the engagement underneath your left hand. So feel that foot to core connection. And then as if you could kick your right foot up over your head, keep it out to the right. Turn on the outer right hip crease muscles and feel the effort shift underneath your left hand. It's in a little bit of a different spot, but it's still there. Okay, and then release the effort through the right leg. Feel the muscles kind of relax a little bit under the left hand. Keep the legs engaged. One more breath. Okay, and then bring the leg overhead. Switch hands on the strap, and just for a moment, allow the right leg to fall out to the left. Don't do a spine twist. Keep both shoulders on the floor. Keep both hips on the floor. You're just getting an IT band stretch. So on the outer right leg. Stay active through the legs, squeeze the inner thighs together. One more breath. And then bring the right leg overhead. Release the strap. Extend the leg on the mat next to the left. Close your eyes, take a moment, feel the feels. Maybe you feel a little more ironed out all the way down through your right foot. Let's do the same favor for your left side. So pretend your block weighs 100 pounds. So really trying to like melt your foot into the block, really feeling the connection between the foot and the block. Okay, now you can either keep your left foot planted if it bugs your low back to have it extended, or you're going to extend your left leg. If it's extended, you can either keep it on the floor or you can hover it, but you're pushing the block to the ceiling with that right foot. Bring your hands behind your head no matter what your left leg is doing. Everybody bring your hands behind your head. And then curl your shoulders and your head up. As you curl up, keep pushing that block towards the ceiling. Keep pushing the block towards the ceiling. Curl over to the right. So bring your left elbow as if you could bring it outside your right knee. Keep pushing the block to the ceiling. Strong and straight through your right leg. Feel the connection between your foot on the block and your core muscles as you pull your left elbow even more to the right. Come back to center, push the block to the ceiling, curl up higher, and then bring your head and shoulders to the floor. We'll do 4 more of those in a little bit of a faster succession. Your job is to keep pushing the block to the ceiling. Curl up, push the block to the ceiling. Left elbow outside right knee. Curl, curl, curl to the side. Keep pushing the block to the ceiling. Curl straight up and down. Curl up to the right. Curl up, push the block and down. 2 more, curl up. Go to the right, squeeze, center, squeeze, and down. Last one, curl up, push the block away from you. Squeeze to the right, center, and down. Okay, everybody retrieve your block. Place your hands on your blocks. Bring your right foot kind of between the blocks. I mean, it can be a little bit off to the right-ish, to the right of the midline if you need, okay? Find the tripod of your right foot and extend your left leg back. So warrior 3. So this is the same as when we were lying on our back, and it's also the same as the balance pose we just did, right? You're just standing on the other foot. Okay, so find the connection between that whole tripod of the right foot and your belly button, especially the big toe mound of the right foot. And then kick the left foot back. Can you find the connection between the left foot and the belly button? Maybe your hands start to get lighter on the blocks. Maybe you can bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Maybe you can extend your arms overhead and really find power from that one right foot on the floor and the left foot behind you. Strong and straight through the left leg. Good. And then you can bring your fingertips back to the blocks or your hands back to heart. Slowly bend through the right knee. Step the left foot back. Virabhadrasana 1. Okay, so you're planting your back foot at whatever angle where you can find power through the whole foot. Find that whole tripod. Heel, pinky toe mound, big toe mound, okay? And then face your hips to the short edge of your mat. You can kind of change the spacing of your feet as needed. And then drive into the left foot and find the power all the way up to the belly button from the left foot, from the back foot, okay? And then bring your arms overhead. Breathe deeply. Squeeze the left leg as straight as possible. Drive into that left foot. Feel the connection all the way up to the belly button. Tall through the spine. Okay, now find the tripod of your right foot as well. So if you're the kind of person whose knee falls to the midline, your weight is probably in the inner edge of your right foot. If you're the kind of person whose knee falls out to the side, your weight's in the outer edge of your foot. Find the full tripod. And then, can you come up onto your toes of your right foot? Ooh, dude. All right, set the right heel down. Can you pull
You're the ball of your right foot off the floor, so you're just on the right heel. Okay, now you're deeply in touch with those landmarks of your tripod. Set your right foot back down, sink your hips a little deeper. One more inhale. Find both feet. Good, and then reach forward, hands to blocks or possibly the floor. Start to push through your right foot to straighten your right leg. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. So right leg is straight. Okay, inhale, send your chest forward. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Keep pulling the right hip back, squeeze your inner thighs together. Find the tripods of your feet. Okay, then come up high onto the ball of the left foot. So high up onto the ball of the back foot and feel how it changes the connection between your back foot and your core. And then lay your left foot back down as if you could pull the ball of your left foot off the floor. It's likely not going to happen, but pull the top of the foot to the front of the shin in the back foot. And then settle the feet, squeeze the feet towards each other. One more breath in the pose. Find the full tripod of both feet. Maybe you deepen your fold. And then slowly look forward, bend through your right knee. You can bring your hands to the blocks to assist you or just kick off the left foot and come back to standing at the front of your mat.